take y'all back to ninth grade year. Song request. I'm telling the story first, bro. I'm not gonna play a song request. I'm telling the story. But anyways, let me take y'all back to ninth grade. So, back in ninth grade, there was this one girl, all right, in my English class, and pretty much, I think she was a new student, kind of. It was like about a week or two after she was in the class, she's hopped in the class or whatever. So I'm doing my thing, I see her. I think she's actually, matter of fact, I think she sat right next to me. So she sat right next to me, all right. I noticed that she was always smiling at me, always looking like, whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this girl likes me. She's kind of cute and everything. What was it? I'm gonna give her an alias, all right. I'm gonna call her Natalie, all right. I'm gonna call her Natalie, all right. So Natalie, all right. All right. So class ends and everything. I go through the rest of the day of school, and then school's over. I'm walking home, all right. And usually, for back where I used to live, there was a stoplight that I had to cross to get to school because I used to walk to school and everything. So at the stoplight, I see her right there and everything. She tells me her name and everything. I'm like, okay, name's Sean, whatever. And pretty much from that point on, we were like cool and everything. All right. So, fuck. What should I jump to? Where should I jump to now? All right. So, I guess a couple months later after that, I'm thinking, we're all like, we talk like legit every single day, after class and shit, this and that and the third. And then one day she comes up to me and she's like, I need to talk to you after class or whatever. I'm like, oh shit, like, is today the day? Like, am I gonna snatch or whatever? So after class, mind you, because usually our period was like, or after our class, it was lunch afterwards. So I had lunch afterwards, but sitting outside of the room and everything, or standing outside the classroom, she told me that this particular girl in class likes me. And I'm like, okay, who exactly are you talking about? And she's like, we'll say that this particular girl, her name was fuck, what's her name? We'll call her Chrissy, okay? We'll call her Chrissy, all right? Christina, we'll call her Christina, all right? So this particular girl, all right, apparently this whole entire time she liked me, and I honestly never knew she liked me. I thought we were just like friends or whatever. But I noticed that with her, she always hugged me in the hallways. She always talked to me. I had her number. She always texted me, whatever. I was just making small talk with her a lot. And she's like, you should ask her out. Now, being me in ninth grade, all right, I never had like a girlfriend prior to that shit. So I wasn't really fond of how to ask a girl out, especially if I never really liked them beforehand. But I thought, you know what? I'm gonna roll a dice here, try it out, see what happens. All right. So I was like, all right, I'll ask her out. We get to lunch. All right. At the table, I'm like over here nervous as fuck, thinking like, yo, what's gonna go on? I ask her out. She's like, yeah. All right. Then we're like, I guess we're dating, but let's see. The way it kind of went on for like, all right, what happened was that pretty much she was kind of she was like shy as fuck, and she was like kind of avoiding me a little bit. And eventually I was like texting her. I'm like, yo, why? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you trying to avoid me and shit? And she's like, I'm just kind of she's nervous around me a lot and all that stuff, because I guess she likes me a lot and shit. But at the same time, she was kind of pressured to go out with me because Natalie was like kind of pushing, like trying to like get us together in a way. So eventually we broke up, and then my whole target was trying to get with Natalie. All right. So let me see. So I think like about a couple days after we broke up, I tried asking out Natalie because I'm still over here thinking that she might potentially like me or whatever. So I asked her out, and she's like, "Oh, you're not my type." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean I'm not your type?" Whatever. And then she just kind of like walks away. So afterwards, we talk about it. She's like, "Yeah, I'm more into like assholes and shit like that." She's like, her type of guy. She's like assholes and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the rest of the year, we're just friends, whatever. I think towards the end of the year, I started sitting at her table and shit because I had like nowhere else to sit. The last people I used to sit with and everything, I kind of like moved away from their table. But that's a whole different story. But anyways, the year ends. We head into sophomore year, all right. And in sophomore year, believe it or not, I had another class with her. I had a whole other class with her, and believe it or not, it was Spanish. And surprised she's Spanish too, but she was kind of like she's more like an Americanized Spanish. She really knows Spanish that well. But aside from all that shit, we had Spanish together. But there was this other girl back in 9th grade who I liked too. But I never really talked to her. I didn't really talk to her that much. We talked every now and then. But I had her number. I tried talking to her. It didn't really fly as well as I thought it would. But she was cool. I'll call her. What name I'm gonna call her? I'm gonna call her. Fuck. What's a good alias for her name? I'll call her Catherine. All right. We'll call her Catherine. All right. So, Catherine and Natalie were both in my Spanish class. All right. And I liked both of them. All right. I liked both of them. So, I'm thinking it's about being whatever, shit. It was a good, it was pretty awesome. I'm like, yo, fuck, I got two girls I like, and they're both in the same class as me. I thought it was pretty lit. But let's continue on. So, Catherine and Natalie, mind you, they develop like a friendship, right? They've developed like a strong friendship, and they're like cool with each other and everything. All right. They're really cool with each other. So I'm thinking, fuck, these two are cool with me. Now they're both good friends. So I'm thinking, okay, what's going to go on here? Like, how is this all going to work out? But, let me think. I'd say like around maybe Valentine's Day is where shit started like getting kind of crazy. All right. So like around Valentine's Day, well, actually, no. Actually, before we get to that, and one thing I kind of noticed is that Catherine, she used to flirt with me in class a lot. I'm talking about like, she's just like what the fuck was she used to do, bro? All right, mind you, okay, let's say I'm sitting behind her or whatever. I'm sitting behind her. Sometimes she just like lean her head back over to like just look at me. And she just do this and that and the third. Always, she's just always flirting with me, bro. I swear she was flirting with me. I'm not even crazy, but all that type of shit. Let me think. So Valentine's Day comes by, and I'm thinking, okay. Actually, no. Here's what happened. Natalie chat. This is like about a week or two before Valentine's Day. She writes a note, right? And she puts it on my desk, and she says, "Sean, you better be," like she said, "I better be your Valentine's Day." I'm like, what? I'm like, bet. I was like, bet. Okay. So, before Valentine's Day, Josh and I, mind you, Josh knows this whole entire situation too. Josh and I went to Walmart because mind you, he was dating his ex girl at that time too. We both went to Walmart. I bought a fucking like a red teddy bear and some chocolates or whatever. And Josh bought like a huge teddy bear and all this other shit. So look, mind you, the school day comes, Valentine's Day comes and everything. And I'm over here trying to hide the teddy bear from her and everything. Cause I'm like, yo, I don't want her to see it. I want it to be a surprise and shit. But mind you, that same Valentine's Day, the school had a bomb threat, okay? The school had a whole bomb threat. So all of us are like legit out on the football field, on the bleachers and shit. And we're all sitting around. I'm over here looking for people and shit. I'm over here trying to avoid Natalie at all costs. Cause I didn't want her to see the bear and shit. So I'm over here I'm just chilling. Eventually, I guess as I'm leaving, I guess after the bomb threat is done, as I'm leaving, I run into her and she's like, and she sees me with the bear. And at that point, I'm like, all right, fuck it, you know. I give her the bear. Actually, no, wait. No. Run it back. No, I ain't give her the bear yet. No, I ain't give her the bear yet. I wanted to wait until lunch to do it. All right, I wanted to wait until lunch to do it. So, we get to lunch. All right. So I walk over to her table. I give her the bear and everything. And then, fuck, bro. She said that like she'd kiss me or whatever. So I give her the bear and chocolate and shit. I'm over here waiting for a kiss, and the bitch just like, well, I mean, she was about to go in for it, but then she's like, and she kind of like just said, "Up too late, you didn't get your kiss." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, the fuck? I was like, yo, what, bruh? That's just ass get simp. Anyways, so what was it? Also, I probably should have mentioned this before, but I was split between being her Valentine and also like trying to get Catherine to get with me at the same time. So, you know, me being at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some brownies and I'm gonna just slide her like a brownie or two. Cause I'm thinking like if Natalie's my Valentine, Catherine might get kind of jealous. So I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna give her like a brownie or some shit. So I get the Spanish class. I give her a brownie, and then, mind you, both of them share the fucking brownie. Her and Catherine, or no, is it? Natalie and Catherine both share the fucking brownie. So I'm over here like, wow. I didn't plan on making that brownie for her or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. And then, yeah, pretty much she said, what was it? No, Natalie said, yeah, I'm gonna put this bear in my room and everything. Set it on a fucking shelf or some shit and all that stuff. So that fucking happens. All right, that bullshit fucking happens. And then, so pretty much after that day, I'm like, you know what? Fuck Natalie. I don't care about her no more. My main focus is Catherine right now, cause she you know, at the time she was still kind of flirting with me and shit. So eventually, I'm like, at the point, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her out. All right, I'm gonna ask her out. So, what was it? I think it was after my, what class was it? I think it was after my science class or something. I think we had the same science. I think we had the same science or whatever. After science class, I asked her out. I'm like, you know, you want to go out or whatever. And she said she'll think about it. Actually, no. I think she said maybe. She said maybe, or I'll think about it or whatever. So I'm like, all right, bet. Yo, and then I guess like a day or two after, she said, I don't really see you that way. She's like, I don't really see you that way and everything. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of hurt. I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, it's whatever. You know, it's whatever. But that's not where it gets worse, chat. It gets worse than that shit. So I think about a day or two after this, like I asked her out and shit, I'm walking to Spanish class, right? And I see her with some white boy, like, you know, some like redneck looking ass nigga, dude. Alright, I see them walking together, both holding hands. They were like just fooling around and shit. I walk up the stairs, alright. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, nah, they're probably just playing around. They're probably just friends or whatever. That's, you know, in front of the classroom, chat, in front of the class where I'm supposed to go, they fucking kiss. Both of them kiss. I'm like, bruh. The amount of pain I had. Was she white or black? She was white. She was white. But bro, the amount of pain I felt that day, bruh. The amount of fucking pain I had. No, dude. I just sat in the class. I sat in the class, bro. I'm like mad as fuck. I didn't feel like talking to nobody. I didn't feel like doing shit, dude. I was in my fucking feelings the whole class, dude. I was in my feelings until I got home, and I fell asleep, bro. I was in some pain, bro. And that same exact day, I think Josh was in the same boat as me that same day, because I think that same exact day, he broke up with his ex, on some other shit. So we were both in pain that day. We were both suffering that same day. Boy, I was in fucking pain, chat. Shit was crazy. Sean gone that day. Simping gone wrong. At that point in time, I realized that, you know, shit can never be good. You know, no matter, wherever it goes wrong will go wrong. And it's just, I will never truly find, like, you know, the one. But, what happened? I think like a couple months after that, which is pretty fun, which is pretty cool. A couple months after that, they broke up. Her and another dude, they broke up. And I forgot what happened. I don't remember what happened. I think he cheated on her or some shit. I don't remember what happened, bro. But I was like, yes. I'm like, finally, bro. Bro, I was like, hey, it's Liddy. She stole his Confederate flag. Nah. I was like, yes. And like for the rest of the year though, we were all pretty cool though. I didn't show no ill will to her or anything. But you know, I feel like after that day, after that time, I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you for a minute, bro. I'm just good off of everything from now on. Just stay away from me, please. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, shit was crazy. Shit was crazy, bro. That was a difficult time. It only took a while for me to realize that, you know, you can't be out here simping for these girls, bro. You can't be out here simping for these girls, chat. It will only kill you inside. It's only gonna kill you inside, bro. Should I pull the threesome, no cap? Man. Yeah. And then I guess after that year, what's her face? Natalie actually switched schools, which is actually crazy. It's tough, bro. I was expecting her to be, you know, I was expecting to have to go to prom with her at some point, you know, when I was like in senior year or whatever, but no, things happened. As for prom, that's a whole different story. We'll talk about that story a different time. That is a whole different story, chat. Black girls don't cheat. Shit. I don't know about that, Nay. I know black guys don't cheat. I know black men don't cheat, but you know, black girls is a different story. Oh man. Your crush friends on me and hurt. Bruh. I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. I've been friend zoned a lot too, bro. It hurts. You know, just think, just going through life or going through a whole year thinking like, yo, I'm cool as fuck with this girl. She's always trying to flirt with me. She's just chilling, whatever. And turned out that she didn't like me that way. It's like, so what the fuck? Am I cheating myself? Am I just... I don't know, bro. I don't know. Life in high school was different, bro. Life in high school was fucking different. But it's all good, though. It's all good.